The two types of circumcision in the Bible. When navigating the old pages of the Bible, you'll stumble across many ancient practices that feel quite alien to our modern way of life. Among these is circumcision, which actually surfaces in two distinct forms, physical and spiritual. Physical circumcision is the more literal interpretation. From the Old Testament, it's a ritual that Jews have performed for thousands of years. You might recall the story of Abraham. He was commanded by God, as per the covenant, to circumcise himself and all males in his household, as a sign of their commitment. The significance was deep-rooted in Jewish identity, symbolizing purity and the separation from those who were non-believers. Then comes the New Testament, where you'll find the second type, spiritual circumcision. This is less about physical alteration and more about internal transformation, a cutting away of the metaphorical flesh that represents sin and worldly desires. It's a concept most prominently amplified by the Apostle Paul, who sort of rebrands circumcision to mean something more introspective. In his letters, particularly to the Romans and Colossians, he preaches that the true circumcision isn't a physical act but a spiritual one, something that manifests in the heart by the Spirit, not by the letter of the law. You don't often hear about spiritual circumcision during Sunday service sermons back here in Portland, but it's a symbolic marker of the shift from Old Covenant to New Covenant thinking, a move away from the tangible signs to those of faith and heart. Although these practices might seem dated or peculiar through our contemporary lens, there's something to be said about the rich symbolic tapestry they contribute to in biblical literature and history. Whether it's ancient Abraham signing a covenant with a physical act or a first-century believer embracing a spiritual renewal, the dual connotations of circumcision provide a layered understanding of faith across time and tradition.